Okay, so if you're not watching the me and Jason one, and not, and if I don't haven't done anything else, you may be wondering what's going on. So I want to do one where it's just me, and I go after PBG. You probably should watch the me and Jason one until like the festival because most of it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be very samey. So I'm just gonna skip through most of them, and I found out if you just skip, it just goes through the question, and then and it will play like the dialogue that I didn't read when me and Jason did it. So that's when you get it. So basically, watch all that, and then when we pick a dude, then you can skip to me. But right now, I'll be skipping a bunch of stuff. Blah blah blah. We meet Jared. It's like, oh, what? A transfer student? That's unheard of. I used to be bullied in my other school. People are bullying me now. Oh, look, it's Mai. We're roommates. And she's like super happy about it. The room is like covered with boy bands and all that. Total girl stuff. Blah blah blah. We go. We meet Mimi, the villain, and just like, oh, that boy on the train. It was Jared, the most popular guy in school. And you're like, oh, you know him? I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. We met, we talked. The girl, okay. The girl looked up and down as if she was inspecting a piece of furniture for purchase. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself earlier, did I? I'm Mimi, and I'm a turtle. Nice to meet you. So, how did you meet Jared? And then it's pretty much the same thing as a Norwoods Club. Here's all the dudes, and there's watch some stuff, and then we like, oh no, there's a book we're missing that we need. Let's go to the library. Oh, Satch's here to help us find the. And oh no, some boys threw a paper football with money inside, and that would have hurt. And then Satch's it's like, you guys are jerks, and give us a book. And I don't know, we may as well just take it. Like, nothing really. Just take it. I put it in my already overfilled bag, biting my lip. Never hurt to be prepared, right? Ready? And yeah, we're ready. And then we lose Mai, and then we find this robot girl. And then we find another robot, which is a bird, on John's shoulder. And John's like, oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, we're in the same homeroom. And then we meet the teacher. And then we're like, oh, 3 Norwoods dudes are in. And PBG's like, what? What's with this girl? Okay. We're like, oh, my bag's heavy. I better put some stuff in my locker. Especially with Satch's book in there. I couldn't exactly afford a new backpack. And that's pretty much it. We put some stuff in the locker. Oh, okay. Quick second, I went to my locker and shoved the book inside. As a good book as it was, I was infinitely happier that I had Mai around so I didn't have to read it. Without her, who knew what I would do with myself, especially with PBG staring at me like that. Maybe I could ask her what was up with him when I met her at the cafeteria. It might just be the way that he was. Cheered, I headed for the cafeteria. Carried my melon bread through the minefield of people searching for a now familiar sight of Mai's red hair. Where is she? I couldn't see her anywhere. There was almost no empty seats. Although our many students cried and laughing jokes, and suddenly I felt I was very alone. Is there anywhere to sit? Okay, then this is where you meet Ian, and freaking he's eating spaghetti with a spoon. And Mike's like, "Oh wait, don't sit with him. He's part of the rival club. We want to get a normal boots butt." With a sigh, I opened up my locker and pulled out the book Satch gave me. It was a good thing I brought it after all. I stepped into the classroom and saw a flash of movement by the window. The boy sat at the windowsill. He jerked up when I came in. He was silhouetted by the afternoon sunshine, so I couldn't quite tell who he was. Hello. I'm sorry, did I bother you? The boy stood and shook his head, then crossed to a desk on the opposite side of the room. As he passed, I was able to see him clearly. Another Nora Boots jacket? This guy, he was Shane from Nora Boots, and he hates my guts because I have pink hair. Oh no. Blah blah blah. I walked to my desk and sat down, setting the book on top of it. You, Shane looked at me unsmiling. You're part of the Nora Boots Club? Yes, I am. Why? He spoke as if it was a challenge, almost leered at me. Oh, I just saw your jacket, so I trailed off. Okay, this is pretty much the same. Let's try talking now. So, you play games then? Shane looked over at me. I've never been interested in video games, but I didn't get to play them much growing up. They're really expensive and my dad couldn't afford them. But I used to go over to my friend's house to play there. Shane didn't respond. Now what? I'm out of stuff to say. What did you play? What? Oh, Mario Kart. We'd go into battle mode on the triple deck. He would drive around by himself on the top level, and I'd try to booby trap the lowest level. There's a good spot next to the ramp. I had to wait there until my mom came, racing down the ramp to find me. Would have been Mom. Then smash her with a red shell. Shane angry stared, faded. He was smiling, sort of. He made the whole room seem 10 shades brighter, or maybe I was more relaxed. Your mom must have been mad. She was, but she always let me do it, probably on purpose. Did your mom? Dorothy, Mimi, and her friends, a couple of chatting girls, entered the room. They stopped and stared from me to Shane. It was clear they thought they were interrupting something, even though we were sitting on the opposite ends of the room. Sorry. No, it's fine. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy they caught me talking to Shane of the Nora Boots Club. The girls went to their desks and sat down. What were you? Shane was staring at me again, an odd, hurt look on his face. I even felt like I was caught doing something I wasn't supposed to do. Did he know what I was trying to do? But I mean, it wasn't like I didn't want to talk to him. He was an interesting guy. It sounded like I only talked to him because he was in normal boots. He turned and pulled out another book and pens and scribbled away, thoroughly ignoring me. The air was stuffy. I tugged at the collar of my shirt, sweating. Girls kept looking at me over their shoulders, as if they were expecting something. I smiled hesitatingly at them. They smiled back, then started a conversation amongst themselves. The atmosphere was broken. I a sigh of relief. What is up with these normal boots guys? John was really nice when I spoke to him, but PBG and Shane seemed to hate me. They were anything but normal. Wait for mine to come to class, wanting to desperate to tell her what happened. The bell rang, Miss Suzuka came, started teaching, Mai still haven't come. PBG stared at me for the entirety of the class period, his face growing more and more menacing by the minute. How his face wasn't stuck in the perma-friend, I would never know. Shane John and brother talking to me. I think this is stuff I already said before. So I'm just gonna skip it. Yeah. I stuffed my book into my backpack and headed to the dorm. Oh yeah, this is the curtains. That they were supposed to come yesterday. They buy ice cream, the guys are like, oh my god, I'm more handsome. They knock out Hannah's spilling ice cream. Everyone's like, oh no, are you okay? Hannah cries. And she's like, oh, I just want to go home. And then PBG's like outside, skipping class. Youngtown's like, and Ian smacks him. Paul says, I'm sorry, let's go sit at the table. And everyone's like, hey, cool, let's be friends now. Are you okay? Oh, thanks for recommending me the book, by the way. It's been really good. Do you like it? It's great. I figured you would. It's really funny, but the narrator's annoying. Yeah, he can be a bit rude. He pushed up his glasses and grinned at me.
Okay. Alright.
You're pretty quiet, but I knew there was more to you. I winced. Sorry, I can be beta wallflower. We can all be wallflowers. Oh. I can end this conversation as normal. So fresh. Shane seeing his girlfriend. How handsome Jared is. Oh yeah, this part's funny. Again, they're having a group assignment. And Mimi freaking picks Mai. And Mai's like, no, I want to be with Hana. And PPG like, here's my chance. And he just runs over everyone with his desk to be partners with Hana. Freaking of course we'll all watch you play sports.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun, I would love to come. Woo! Thanks, that really means a lot to me. Usually the first game doesn't conquer a big crowd. Can I bring Mai? She might have plans on going anyways. But she was always including me in things. I want to do her the same.
Yeah.
Totally! Bring as many people as you want. Fill the stands! He left with Jeff and I headed back to the dorms. Okay, sure. We go to the library, pump his GR, he calls us a lost otter to make sure everything's okay. We're like, oh, I haven't really learned my way around campus. And like, oh, I could give you a tour. And then he gives us a tour. We meet Jimmy and Caddy before Caddy has a mohawk. We see the dorm room. We see some other YouTuber who plays as an actual teacher. And then we see posters for the fashion show. And then Maya says she likes Jared's abs. We see some funny shots. Blah blah blah. PBG alludes that he likes German shepherds. We learn about the itty bitty kitties. And Jared becomes better friends with Mai. And we were like, oh, we can play games on our phone instead of our gameless 4DS, which it's like 3 games you can probably download for free on there. Oh, and they say sorry about the dress, and when you were like, oh, I'll just wash it in the sink. I was like, no, I know a girl, which is actually just Josh in a wig, and he washes it in the sink. And then we go back to class early. Shane's drawing comics. John comes in. It's like, let's pull a prank, and we're like, no. No, Shane's like, no, but... And it's like, let's pull an ice break. And then we're like, oh, PBG didn't come to class. He's dying in his room. And then we're like, oh, I'll bring him the notes. We go to his room, play games all day. We'll watch him play games all day. Then we go back to the dorm, and then I made a pillow fort. And now there's conflict. I don't think there's a way you can get everyone. Like, you have to, like, go through this twice. Like, you can't just say before you pick a boy. Because if you pick I don't want to choose between you, you're, like, canceling them both out. But then you pick one, you get Paul. Pick the other one, you get Jared. This one, you get neither of them. So, let's go student body.
Oh, I know that's right.
See, Jared. See, Jared. I told you. The students want representation, and I know I would give it to them. You made the right choice, Hannah. Gonna vote for me, right? He gave me a huge grin and I nodded. Part of me felt like if I didn't vote for him, a puppy someone would die. Shooting at him like irked. Guilt ran my stomach. Oh no, please come to the fashion show. I already gave you a ticket, right? Hopefully you'll change your mind. It was amazing they even cared what I thought. And that's usually the right thing, just listen to her. And Hannah's like, oh yeah. Well, not Hannah, mine's like, oh yeah. And it has good taste, but I personally want the fashion show. Everything's good at lunch. This I don't know what happens. So let's just go now. It's the same exact thing, I have no idea. Okay. I don't think anything else changed in the diary. About how competitive things can get. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we sneak into the club room to look at the boots. And Shane catches us. And then Mai's like, I'm sorry, but she acts like an idiot. She runs over everyone so she can prepare for hanging out with the boys. And then they play freaking Stomping Sisters instead of Smash Brothers. Explain that no one knocks, but Satch knocks. PBG lets Hannah play instead of himself. Then they end up having the actual tournament where Hannah only beats PBG, but no one else, and Mai completely loses. Everyone's like, oh yeah, we all get through it except for PBG, he was trash, just like Jimmy. And then we're playing at the soccer field, watching PBG, and then we're finding Itty Bitty Kitty, we're like, oh, this must be Gerard's. And then Gerard's like, oh hey, yeah, that's mine, thank you, you're such a great person. Mine's just like, we were making friends with everyone. Being so nice. And she's down there for friendship and stuff. I have no idea why would you ever say that about the last one. I mean, I feel I want to do one where I do that, but that's not going to be this one. And PBG forgot his uniform, and we go to the club room, and we overhear them chain bashing the pink here, and go to the library to get away from everyone, but we fall into Satch and Paul. So, me and Jason went to the thing, so I want to say no and see what happens, because we end up yelling at Mai. I don't want to yell at Mai. Not really the acting type. I'm too shy, no one would want to watch me. Trying to look like I just kicked Chuck in the face. Oh. I can at least come and see what you want me to do. Awesome. That'd be great. Maybe let's go to the theater. Yeah, great.
Hey.
Oh. So we have to go anyways? Yeah, and she's like, oh, Romeo. Okay, so no matter what, we do this. You might as well say yes then. Yeah, mine, and then we get to sit in front of a tree. We're out late, but then you learn that there's like a cure for you that you can get in trouble. We're playing the game, then we lose. Ian's like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh man, this is actually like the game at the place. Let's see, we said I'd like to try, so I'm going to say I'm not sure. I wouldn't want to join if I dragged them down, but I'm sure it sounds like fun.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. But then, how are we going to get this to happen? Ian becomes a full bro and helps us out. Well, don't worry about it too much. Ian's part of Hidden Black after all. It wouldn't help him to have competition, and besides. And she gets, like I've been saying in freaking the playthrough with Jason, like, did they just learn how to play games in here? Okay, Shane's like, oh, I'm sorry about that comment about your pink hair. And then we go to the room and like Ian's there telling them like, hey, you should have joined so I have someone to face against. Like, oh yeah, but we won't let you join the club. You have to win first. He's like, oh okay. And then Shane's like, everything. Okay. Oh, I didn't save beforehand. Did I even... I skipped the whole thing about the flower festival. Huh. Wow. I can pick Shane. Oh, that's like... It's like a chart. Let's see, PBG and Gerard are easy mode. I believe Satch and Satch. Oh, Satch and Jared are normal mode. John and Paul are hard mode. And Shane is insane mode. We're going with PBG because I like PBG.
PBG.
Oh, she's cute. I think PBG. I nodded.
Aww.
That's gonna be hella adorable. Let me tell you. I know he can be a bit silly, but PBG, when he cares about something, he truly cares. be good to you. Bye. It's just one day. Sure, sure. Oh, go on.
What?
What? Go on and get your man. You mean now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit me in the back and practically shook me towards the door. Expectantly, my leg turned jelly. Silly pink blobs filled my vision. What? Go. I was tossing cherry blossom petals over my head. You'll get senpai to notice you. Mike beamed at me. No time to talk, Hannah. This is gonna be your big day. You're a main character. Unless you mess up real badly, you'll definitely get a good answer. I messed up a lot, though. Just go! The final shelf, I was at the door. Now, where would I find him? Of course, PBG was at the soccer field practicing like a madman. I shouldn't have expected anything less. I approached him from the side, shouting to be heard over the sound of balls being kicked from the goal. Excuse me, PBG? Okay, 1 minute. Dear diary, wish me luck. At least she wants to me how to do this strategy as always. Maybe I do have a chance. So, how's it going? So, am I going to get a chance to join the Boots Club? Most people would dream of the opportunity like this, but I'm just scared. I tried to play Dumble Doom today and I couldn't do it. If I mess up and lose because of me, if I try really hard and I still... Oh, that's the SD card. Okay. TV... No, what the frick? Oh, that's not good. Is the voice still going? Okay.
Hana.
Oh, Hana!
Yay!
Go! Hey, guess so. He laughed and ran to meet me on the other side of the field. So what's up? Well, as you know, the Flower Festival is tomorrow. Oh yeah, it is! Besides whining with the realization, he looked at me as if seeing me for the first time. He slowly turned red. So, what brings you here with that information? He couldn't look at me in the eye. My self-consciousness was mounting. Well, you know, I guess people go to do the festival together, so... Oh yeah, they do, don't they? He laughed loudly, too loudly. Yeah, so... if we go together, it would make me really happy. I trailed off, staring at the ground, my heart drumming like an engine. This was awful. Couldn't even look to see what kind of reaction Whoa. PBG picked me up and spun me around in circles. I grabbed onto his shoulders to keep from being flung from his arms. Yeah, of course I'll go with you. I'm so glad you asked.
Really?
Really? Of course. There's anyone I'd rather spend it with. He sat me down and beamed at me. Well, good? I'll say. This is great. I got asked by a girl.
Yeah.
This is the best day of my life. Jeez. I had to get out of here. My heart couldn't take it.
See you later.
Okay then. I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya. With that, I ran away. Well, I seem like that'd be good enough to end it right there. I don't know how much time I wasted skipping through everything, but I'll do the PBG date next time.